Hello friends, today we are going to see an overview about the group policy management console. So in my previous video I have explained the order of processing of the group policy. So in this video I'm just going to explain the overview of a group policy management console. So this is the group policy management console, and these settings can be gone through the administrative tools and group policy management. So this is the forest, this is the name of the forest which I have. So in this forest we can see the domains and the sites which you are connected, and the group policy modeling and the group policy results. So first of all I will explain the domain. So this is the domain which I have, and these are the policies, that is the group policies and the OU which I have in my which was applied to my domain. And since I am not having any sites, it was not showing any group policies which was not connected. So first of all, for my domain, this is the default domain policy which was applied, and these are the two settings which you can see. It is called as a group policy modeling and the group policy results. So what is meant by group policy modeling? A group policy modeling is nothing but the overview of a user that can be got from a system or from a OU, so that you can easily check the user's policy settings without going to the user's place. I'll just show you. I'm just going to the group policy modeling wizard. So here just select next, and here I'm just going to select the taken.in as a domain, and the available servers is this one. I'm just going to select next. So this is the container. So I'm just going to select a container so that I can check the policy of this container. Just show you. I'm just going to select OK. So I just need only the containers policy settings. I'm just going to select next. So I just leave it as it is, and I'm going to check only for the authenticated users. So just select next and select next, skip everything and select next. So it is processing. Just select finish. So it is generating the report. So like as I said, the policy settings of the container or a OU can be easily seen through without going to the user's place. This is one of the major advantage which was given from the Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2008 R2, and Windows Server 2012 and Windows Server 2012 R2. Since I am not having any policy settings which was applied to this OU, it was not showing anything. So this is how you can easily see the policy settings of a OU. And what is meant by group policy results? The group policy results is nothing but you can easily check a user's policy settings without going to the user's or system's place, and this includes the user's local missions policy. So I'm just going to create a group policy result of a system. I'm just going to select next. So this is where I'm going to select next. So here I can also select the, that is I can also view the result of the group policy of another computer. So this is user level and the OU level. What you are seeing group policy modeling is the user level and the OU level, and what you are seeing the group policy results is a computer level. So for example, if a user was logged in into a computer, and we need to check the settings of that user who was particularly logged in into the particular mission, that can be easily done with the help of the group policy results. So this computer, select next, and I'm just going to select the current user, select next. select next. Since I have selected that this computer, the policy settings which will be gathered only for this computer and for this user, that is a current user. I'm just currently using the administrator as a user, so you can see here the administrator user on the server settings will be generated here. Since this is the domain system, it will generate some of the report and it will not show like this one, so you can be confident you can see the report, I think so. So here you can see some of the policy settings which was given, that is the mismatch details are came, so no problem in that. So here you can see the policy settings. This is just the summary of the policies which was applied to the system, and this is the original policy settings which was given, that is which was applied to this system. So here you can see, so like that if you go here you can also see, but only some of the policies are applied, so you can just check with this help of the group policy modeling and the group policy results. So let us go to a starter GPO. So what is mean by starter GPO? Starter GPO is nothing but a group policy template. So if you create a starter GPO and kept in a place, or else you can save it in any other place, no problem with that. If you have created a starter GPO, then that starter GPO, that is the group policy template, can be easily inherited to a presently creating GPO. That is, if you have a template, that template can be used for creating another GPO easily. So this will reduce your work so much. For the IT administrators who are all using more than 50 to 60, more than 50 servers, it will be a easy job to create the starter GPOs like this. So it will be more helpful for them. So I'm just going to select the starter GPO, test starter GPO. It's going to select next, and this is the settings which will be generated here by default. Since I'm not having any settings, I need to apply the settings, administrative templates. And in this starter GPO you can't make the settings like security settings, password settings. That settings cannot be done with the help of the starter GPO. So only the template, that is the basic user display settings, control panel settings, network settings, those settings can be only be created as a template. So this will be most helpful for restricting the user permission for accessing the or blocking the user interface in a system. So for example, I've just created a starter GPO. So if I am going to create a new GPO here, we can see here the source starter GPOs. You can just simply inherit this GPO, and if you see, this GPO will inherit all the settings which will be applied in the settings. So this settings I just explain it in my next video. So since I am just going to take only this group policy management control, I will explain these settings in my next video, no problem with that. So these are the OUs and these are the domain controllers, default domain policy which will be created, and you can see that in a group policy management console. So on these settings will be explained in my next video. So I think you might have understand what is mean by group policy management, what are all the things you can done with the help of the group policy management console. I think it will be helpful for you. So thank you for watching the video.